Good morning, Casper crew. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday. Smash up the like button for a $1,000 giveaway if we get 1,000 likes in the first 30 minutes. God bless you all. All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. As guys, Bitcoin is dumping right now. And as you can see, my hair is messed up. I've been up all night watching the price dump, just very scared, horrified. You know, every time I go to sleep, I just see my spot portfolio going into the negative, and it's absolutely crazy. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. First of all, guys, a huge shout out to the sponsors of the channel, all right? Market Cypher. Also currently trading right now, guys, on BingX. Also trading on good old MEXC. All right, MEXC, best fees in the game right now on MEXC, guys. All right. Check out MEXC, check out BingX. I'm also trading on ZoomX. All right, those are the 3 exchanges I am trading on. Also, guys, Casper Crew VIP Discord. If you want to join, you can go to jascaspertrading.com. Let's see who we got in the chat today. Huge shout to Remember God's Love. Huge shout out to Yoga Essentials. Huge shout out to Aaron G. He says, run up the likes for the realest in the game. Shout out to Neck Minute. He says, down 12K. How about you? I mean, on my spot portfolio, bro, I'm literally down hundreds of thousands. I mean, you know, shout out to Radar Apologetics. Shout out to Bobcat Man. Shout out to Crypto Rev LTN and First Coast Crypto. What is going on? Shout out to Dario Mont. He says, God bless. Shout out to Crypto Revent. He says, shout out to you, my bro. Now look, y'all. Look. I do want to say this, okay? Before we get into the stream. I have to say that we should not be afraid. It is normal. It is normal for Bitcoin to get a pullback in a bull market, and we have not even seen any. This is not even a real pullback. So if you are a person who is feeling fearful because of this dump, first of all, we need to realize that Bitcoin is literally at the price that we were at just a few days ago, guys. All right, 10 days ago, Bitcoin was at this exact price, and nobody was scared. Everybody was feeling very bullish and happy and excited and joyful and jovial and jolly. All right, and jiggly too, because when your money goes up, you eat more junk food, and it makes you a little bit more jiggly. Okay, but now we've seen Bitcoin get a little bit of a pullback here, about 15%. And the question everybody's wondering is the bull run over? Early? How low are we gonna go? It's like playing limbo. You know what I'm saying? But look, pullbacks in bull markets are opportunities, all right? And I'm very bullish on Bitcoin for the rest of the year. And so I look at pullbacks as opportunities. Opportunities to buy altcoins on spot. Right, we've been waiting for big pullbacks. We're going to be taking a look at some of the altcoins. All right, even buying Bitcoin on spot. Potentially now we have another opportunity to buy at lower prices, right? Now, something is a little bit different about this pullback than, let's say, this one here, because this one here happened very, very, very quickly. This one here has been a slow bleed. A slow bleed, right? But it's all good. It's all good. We're going to be talking about some targets. We're going to be talking about some developments on the chart. Who else we got in the chat today? We got Scottish Crypto. He says 55K. Alistair Grant says 10 days ago Bitcoin was the same, but annoyingly alts were much higher. All right, shout out to Tom D. Kip. He says sold my spot at the top, trying to rebuy at the bottom. Got to make some coins. Can't wait for the second run. Joe Potter says risky. Yeah, that is a little risky, my friend. If you sold all your crypto, a healthy pre having pullbacks is Neo Martinez. Germinator says 32 days left until the halving. Chia and Jasmy dip. Yeah, like Jasmy, you know, some of these coins that are bullish, guys, now is an opportunity to be scooping them up on the cheap. Excuse me, I'm burping because I just drank this orange pineapple sparkling water from Wegmans. It's sometimes, guys, when I'm in a rush, I don't I don't make my own carbonated water from my own well water, and so now I'm drinking natural flavors in water that's probably just full of fluoride and a whole bunch of other things. So if my analysis is off today, guys, it's because of the fluoride, okay? Huge shout to my man Aaron G, holding it down with the wrench. Huge shout out to Cyrus Crypto. All right. Huge shout out to AZTV. He's holding a long trade. We've round tripped his long entry. All right, that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Tis pretty cool, my friend. All right, so let's get into the charts, guys. What do you say? Make sure to like the stream because we are going to be giving away 1,000 USDT if we can get 1,000 likes during the first half hour of the stream. So make sure to smash up the like button. We did give away $1,000 yesterday, and I will do it again because that's just how I roll. All right, that's just how I roll. All right. Huge shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He sold half his soul at the top. Yeah, I also sold half my soul, bro. So I also sold half my soul. But I still have the other half. All right, the other half of my soul is still in there. Where's the soul located? Somewhere in the chest region. All right. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are absolutely amazing, okay? You guys are absolutely amazing. God bless you guys. Appreciate you being here. It's an early stream today. It's an early stream today. Alright. Let's head on over to the Bitcoin charts. So guys, Bitcoin right now has officially lost the key level of 65,560. And this is the level that we've been looking at for quite some time. Okay, we've been looking at it for quite some time. Now, this is such a key level because this is the last weekly close that we got back in the days of 2021 when Bitcoin made its previous all-time high. And as you can see, the weekly time frame right now on Market Cypher B is giving us the red dot. So what does this mean? To me, this means expect a bit of a pullback, just like we saw pretty much every other weekly red dot here. All right. I mean, even this weekly red dot, even though we got a big pump, it still resulted in a bit of a pullback, at least sideways consolidation, right? If there's one thing we can say for certain, in this bull run, or this uptrend going all the way back to November 2022, a red dot on the weekly means, at the very least, we trade sideways. And of all the red dots, 1, 2, 3 out of 4, so that's 75% of the red dots, have led to a pullback of about 25%, right? The first one, we got a 22% pullback. The second one, we ended up with a 20% pullback. The third one, we ended up with, at least on Bybit, I can't speak for other exchanges, a 25% pullback. Now the third one, where we basically traded sideways, within that sideways was still a 20% pullback. Okay, so we have experienced right now about a 15% pullback. And let's just say that this pullback is going to be like the other pullbacks, right? So we're looking for a 20% pullback. That's going to be taking us down to around just under $60,000. Okay, just under $60,000. So when we look at the weekly time frame, guys, there is nothing bearish about this chart. Now, this should give us comfort when you look at this chart to say we are in a bullish trend. We are about to go into the halving historically, which is very bullish. And we are simply just trying to break out of the all-time high, which is taking some time. Now, we've seen stuff like this happen also in the past. If we take a look at the Bitcoin all-time index chart, right? Last time we just broke out without any issues, right? Last time we broke out with no issues. But the time before that, we actually did have some issues, right? The time before that, we actually see something quite similar to what's happening now, right? We got the candle close above the previous all-time high, just by a little bit, and then we printed a purple doji, just like what we just closed last week, and then we saw Bitcoin get a pullback of about 27%. Okay, all right, that's intense. Is that intense? Well, let's look at it in hindsight. What did this 27% dip give us the opportunity to do? It gave us the opportunity to get some Bitcoin or at least enter into some juicy trades before a massive 235% move to the upside. Now, are we going to see another 235% move to the upside? No, we're not. We might, but I don't think we are, okay? But we're still going to see a massive move to the upside. Now, here's what I look for, okay? Here's what I look for. Now, first of all, where is this pullback going to come to? Well, like we said, if we're going to just follow the trend of Bitcoin basically getting a 20% pullback per weekly red dot, this is going to be target 1 for the pullback. Target 1 is going to be around $59-ish thousand. Okay? Where is target number 2? Target number 2 is going to be this weekly order block that we have right down here at about $52,000, right? So target number 2 is going to be 52K. Now, I want you guys just to, it seems scary to think about a $52,000 Bitcoin. But really, guys, look at how beautiful a $52,000 Bitcoin would look here, because this is simply just price showing us that, yes, we actually want to hold $52,000 as our support, which is a very nice area. Now, we could say this is a really more of a zone here, right? More of a zone between 48 and 52, like a $4,000 zone. But look at how important this zone has been historically for Bitcoin, right? It has been support in the previous bull market, and then flipped into resistance, and then flipped into support, and then flipped into resistance, and then it was resistance, right? So now we could say, if we're going to come down to this level, we are not only are we making a higher low in keeping with the uptrend, but the market is indeed showing that the historic highs are in fact going to be now flipped into support. And if we take a look at the volume that's traded here, this is on the Bybit chart, but that's pretty much coming in to backtest the very important zone around the point of control of the range. And depending on how you want to look at this too, I think if we pull it like this, yeah, look at that, guys. It's a really nice confluence is all I'm trying to say. So this is nothing too crazy. All right, this is nothing too crazy at all. And yeah, I think this could give us a nice opportunity to scoop up some of the corn on the cheap. If you know what I'm saying, scoop up some corn on the cheap, baby. Now, is there a very, very bearish scenario that could happen here? Yeah, so in my opinion, guys, a very, very bearish scenario is going to be this. Now, please, people get scared. If you bought the top of Bitcoin because you FOMO'd in, and if you're new to crypto, don't be scared, all right? But here's the thing. If we lose $48,000 and we lose the key support resistance flip, that actually does open the door back to around a $30,000 Bitcoin. Is it going to happen? Look, we cannot know for certain what the price is going to do. We cannot know. But here's the only thing I can say for certain. If the price does bounce from our level and then does this and then does this really fast, because it'll probably happen really, really fast, this is the most important level we have for Bitcoin. This is like, if this happens, this is a gift, man. Let me tell you. This is a gift. This is a gift because not only are you going to be able to buy the most important level for Bitcoin that we've had since the beginning of 2021, but look, even if you bought up here, you're still going to end up in profit, right? So this is like a very bearish scenario here. I don't think this one's going to play out, but we need to be prepared for it, okay? We need to be prepared for it. Why do we need to be prepared for it? Well, guys, that is how we make money in these markets, right? In the Casper Crew VIP Discord, when we give our juicy trade setups, it's because we are prepared for multiple scenarios, right? We're prepared for multiple scenarios. We say, what if, for example, what if this happens to Bitcoin, right? What if we get a reclaim right here? Well, it's bullish, so then we can look for the long trade, and boom, we take the long trade. Juicy profits, right? Juicy profits. We need to be prepared so that no matter what happens, we are in profit, right? We don't want to be the kind of people that are moved by our emotion, because here's the thing in these markets, you need to be comfortable buying when it's uncomfortable, and you need to be comfortable selling when it's uncomfortable. If you can learn to take your emotions and put them aside and just objectively look at the chart and say to yourself, it's not scary and it's not dangerous that Bitcoin, let's say it comes down here. If you're not prepared for this, you would be very emotionally tempted to do something that in the long run is going to lose you money. If you are prepared for this, you can say to yourself, this is a very important level of support. I know that there's a much greater chance that Bitcoin is going to get a massive bounce from here to a new all-time high than that Bitcoin is going to go lower. And because of that, I am going to ignore the uncomfortability of buying here, and I'm going to buy here. All right? This is how I was able to buy under 20K. And let me tell you, even for me, buying down here was not easy. It was not easy. Because what if it goes lower? And it might. But even if it does go lower, guys, if in general you are buying the red and selling in the green, you are going to be making money, even if you're not catching the bottoms and the tops. So for me, I am, first of all, looking for that $59,000 zone. If we lose 59K, I'm looking for around 52K. Those are my major targets right now to the downside for Bitcoin. And yeah, I think that it could provide us a really nice opportunity here to buy a higher low in an uptrend. What I am looking for is this. When we go to daily market cipher B, guys, I want to see the daily time frame bottoming out. Okay? Daily market cipher B giving us a green dot here. That is when I'm going to say it's go time, baby. It is go time, baby. All right, it is go time. Especially if it's under the zero line. Especially if it's under that zero line, man. That is going to be go time for me. Now, ideally, in an ideal situation, we would see a bullish wave that's even lower than this one here as the price makes a higher low. So let's say we do come back down to around 52-ish K. Something like this, and we're seeing that the price is making a higher low on this trend line that we can roughly draw here, and the oscillator is making a lower low, giving us a nice bottom. This is called a hidden bullish divergence. These are the most powerful buy signals in a bull market. If we come down to this area, right, for me personally, I am going to take some of my spot Bitcoin. I'm going to put it into a derivatives account. I'm going to take like 2 or 3 Bitcoin. I'm going to put it into a derivatives account, and I'm going to use 2 or 3x leverage on that, and I'm just going to hold a long trade. And I'm going to hold a long trade with maybe, between 6 and 9 Bitcoin position. I'm talking, this is a lot of money. Like, if Bitcoin comes down to $50,000, we're talking a $250,000 position, very low leverage. And I am going to hold that for the Bitcoin's next major high. Because what this does, and this is a strategy that I used in the last bull market, this allows me to actually stack Bitcoin as the price of Bitcoin is going up. See, a lot of people, they work a job to get money to buy Bitcoin in the bull market, but you can have your Bitcoin make you more Bitcoin in a bull market. That's why trading is so cool. Because even honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you, this short trade that I'm in right now, I plan, if we get more of a pullback on this short, I actually plan to put all this money right into Bitcoin, right? So however low Bitcoin goes, the lower it goes, the more Bitcoin I'm going to be able to buy, baby, because this short trade is making me money right now. I'm up $40,000 right now on this juicy short trade. And that's going to go right into the Bitcoin, baby. Make sure to smash up the likes. We got about 2,000 people watching in here, only 600 likes. So if you let's say you put 2 Bitcoin on a trade right here, and the price of Bitcoin, let's say it does end up hitting $100,000, you just turn 2 Bitcoin into 4 Bitcoin. You just turn 2 Bitcoin into 4 Bitcoin, right? So if you buy Bitcoin low and put it in a derivatives account, inverse perpetual, so that you're getting profit in Bitcoin on this low leverage long trade, not only is the price of your Bitcoin going up as the price goes up, but you're actually stacking more Bitcoin. I did this in the last bull market, guys. It's very chill. There's the risk of liquidation at 2x leverage is very low. I mean, the price would pretty much have to go down very low. And I'm willing to risk that much. I'm willing to risk liquidation. Let's put it that way. I am willing to risk 2 or 3 whole Bitcoins, because that's how confident I am that when we get that nice bottom on the daily, that we are going to see continuation here. Okay, what else do we want to see on Market Cipher? We want to see the 4-hour time frame giving us bullish divergence, okay? The last time we saw the 4-hour time frame giving us the bullish divergences was, I mean, well, wait, hang on. It was right around here. It was right around this zone, the $50,000 zone, right? Which is why I was so dang bullish at $50,000, right? So we want to see the 4-hour time frame starting to bottom out, which it already is, but really for me, that daily, that's what I want to see. That daily, that's going to be real nice, man. That's going to be real nice. Now, is there a chance that we don't get more of a pullback? Of course. Of course there's a chance. So here's what I'm looking at locally here, guys. Here's what I'm looking at locally. Now, first of all, we can see money flow is coming up on the 1 hour here. All right, money flow is coming up on the 1 hour here. Here's what I'm looking at locally right now. For me, if we are going to see more upside, right now, the level that needs to be reclaimed is going to be $64,700. All right, now remember, in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we were short from here. We took the short from here, set up, given in advance, very juicy profits. I had lower targets, right? I had lower targets. But what was the criterion? The criterion was if the price can reclaim the support resistance flip at $40,800, then we flip our bearish bias into bullish bias, right? Why is this? Because we have to understand that when we're looking at markets, we have to let the charts dictate to us what the price wants to do. If the price loses a level, but the bears aren't able to actually hold us below that level, then that's bullish, right? That's called a failed auction. There's just not enough sellers, and the price starts to float up, which means once we reclaim the level, we can switch our bias, all right? And this is how we were able to take the long trade from this area and hold it up to the next high. So for me right now, $64,700. If the price is able to come up above here and hold above here, then I say, you know what? Maybe the bottom is in, and then I can look for a long trade to basically trade what the charts are telling me, right? But so far, there's no reason for me to feel any kind of bullishness based on the fact that locally we have our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low, our lower high, and our lower low, right? If we start to do something like this, then I can change. But so far for me, the way I'm playing this is I am only looking for scalp longs, okay? I'm only looking for scalp longs, and that's it, man. Scalp longs only. And I'm considering them scalps until proven otherwise. All right, I'm considering them scalps until proven otherwise, man. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin, guys. I do want to say this. Let's take a look at some altcoins. Let's take a look at Jasmy. Let's take a look at Jasmy. All right, a coin that I'm very interested in here. All right, Jasmy getting a bit of a pullback here. Jasmy pulling back hard. Now, ideally, guys, I would say this, right? I would say this. For me, I am prepared. Now, I still hold a lot of Jasmy, obviously. But right now, this green box between 1.2 cents and about 0.07 cents, this for me is a major buy zone for Jasmy, right? If Bitcoin continues to dump, we're going to see altcoins also bleed here. And this is now going to be, for me, a buy zone where I'm prepared to say, you know what, I'm bullish on Jasmy for the long term. Let me see if I can't get in, add to my position in this area, right? And then get another high, right? So we're talking another pullback of maybe about, 40%. I know it seems crazy, but not for altcoins, man. And then we could ride that up to our next target, another 400% move right there. Right? Is it definitely going to happen? No, but I'm planning for it, because if it does happen, then I already know this is a great opportunity for me to get in on a nice coin. Let's check out Solana. Solana topping out at around $200, $207 on Bybit. All right, let's check out Sol in a very strong uptrend here. Let's see. I sold half my Sol, and I'm not going to sell the rest until we take out the all-time high here. All right, so let's check out Sol. Obviously, guys, I believe there's more upside for Solana. I think it's kind of silly to think that Solana's just going to top out right here. Let's take a look at the all this stuff. All right, first of all, let's pull our macro fib. Okay, guys, so right now, in my opinion, a very important, if we are gifted with a move all the way back down to around $85. All right, that's a big pullback for Solana. That's a 60% pullback. Now think about it. If Bitcoin's getting a larger pullback here, Bitcoin is coming down to $50,000-ish. You know, for Bitcoin, that's a pretty big percent move, right? So for Bitcoin, that's going to be, let's see if we come back down to, that's going to be another 5% from where we're at. So all in all for Bitcoin, that's going to be like a 30% pullback. If Bitcoin's getting a 30% pullback, it's not too crazy to imagine that altcoins would get like a 40-ish percent pullback, right? Is that crazy? No, that's not crazy. And when we see this level, what do we see? It was resistance back here in 2021. It was support. It was resistance flipped into support. Now we can see things very overextended here. And we are getting bearish divergences, money flow, and momentum on the daily, which could give us a move down, all right? Now, I'm not saying this is where you should buy SOL, okay? Let's say things are much more bullish and we just do something like this. Or let's say we just do something like this. Okay, that's great. That's great. I don't care. I'm already in a SOL position. I do not care. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to say, what are the best opportunities? Because the thing about Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, the thing about crypto is there's plenty of opportunities out there. People get married to these coins, you know? I'm the XRP army, only XRP, only for me. I put everything I had into Dogecoin. It's like, look, there's lots of opportunity. There's lots of coins out here. So if we can look at a few different charts and say, you know what? These are some opportunities that would be really, really, really nice for me if they played out. Then we don't have to marry coins. You know what I'm saying? We could just be cordial with them. You know, we can court them. We can court them. We don't have to take things so serious. We could keep things platonic and say, you know what? So, I'm pretty sure you're a cool chick and everything. But unless you get your life together, I'm not interested in you. And if she does get her life together, then we have an opportunity to maybe pursue the relationship, get married, have kids, start a homestead, grow our own food, raise chickens. You know how it goes. All right? Check out some other coins here. Let's check out Pepe coin. Let's see if that's getting a dump here. Man, Pepe coin. Shout out to Pepe. This thing got a massive pump, all right? And guys, we bought this thing live. We bought this thing live a while ago as we were watching this head and shoulder, introverted head and shoulder play out. So, all right, let's see here. I might, you know, if I see a good opportunity today, I might be buying some alts today. All right, so we hit into that Fib. Wow, so look at that. We're front running that Fibonacci golden pocket. All right, Pepe coin. We did get some bear div on the daily here. Let's check out our 4-hour for Pepe coin. Money flow coming down. Some hidden bull div. It actually looks pretty nice. I would say this, guys, like in an ideal situation for Pepe, I would love to see a 4-hour bullish divergence. I would love to see a 4-hour bull div here on Pepe. I don't know if we're gonna, but ideally for me, what I would want to see to buy more Pepe for like a really strong buy signal is we continue in this local downtrend here. And once we start to see this 4-hour money flow do something like this, not the money flow, but even just the momentum wave, man, that is a buy signal too good to ignore. Too good to ignore. Too good to ignore. Right now, I'm not actually comfortable buying Pepe right here. I would want to see us at least take out this low. At least. Because if we go to the daily time frame, yeah. We have a daily order block for Pepe coin right here. Around 27. But then the juiciest place obviously is going to be, let's Let's see. We got that golden pocket. Let's pull the fib from the macro low here. Yeah, I mean, we have a 786. We have a daily order block right around that that $3,000 zone. Not dollars, but, you know, micro cents. Man, that would be really nice. That would allow the Bart Simpson pattern to play out. And if it does, we're most likely going to see another high, which will give us a move of about, man, 300% at least, probably more. All right, huge shout to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got in here. We got about 1,900 people. We only have about 700 likes. Let's see if we cannot get the likes up to the watchers, y'all. Let's see if we cannot get the likes up to the watchers. All right. Shout out to the occasional gambler for the $4.99 super chat. He says, good morning, Jay. Could we do some TA on whiff? God bless you and yours, Mr. Half Soul. Yes, bro. Let's take a look at whiff. We will take a look at whiff. Take a look at whiff. Before we do, huge shout to Joe Potter. Huge shout out to Ron Oak. He says, I'm out of this channel. You don't do TA other than super chat. Not everyone does have shitload of money in their pocket. No alpha in your channel. Doesn't add any value in my portfolio. I'm out. Well, God bless you, my friend. I pray that you find a channel that will help you. Check out Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. Check out Tom Crown. Check out Frankie Candles. You know, check it out, bro. I hope you find something that you want. And look, man, when you got 2,000 people in the chat, my friend, it's difficult. It's difficult to see everyone's chat, man. All right? It really is. I wish I could go back to the old days. But, look, it's difficult, man. And so, super chats, they get my attention. What can I say? I apologize, man. I'm only human, all right? Shout out to Crypto Coons. He says, like the dang stream. Shout out to a Wild Rancid. Shout out to MNM Legend 777 who says he. Huge shout out to, who else we got in the chat? Drum Hop. I would also like to see Matic and Fett. Yeah, we can take a look at some Matic and Fett. Fett and Matic. Fett and Matic. Alright. We could check it out. Alright, let me make a little list here. Fett, Matic. Alright, what are some other coins, guys? Pop them in the chat right now. Pop them in the chat. The next 5, I'll put on a list. I'll put on a list. Well, treadmill stopping. That's not good. Gala, GFT, Shrib, all right, Mirror. Let's take a look at Mirror. Arbitrum. AVAX. All right, FTM. Bonk. All right. SEI. Chainlink. All right. I got myself a list. I got myself a list. Alrighty, huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You guys are absolutely amazing. God bless you. Shout out to my man Arctic Fox, Moo Coin. All right, we'll put that on the list as well. Alrighty, let's check out some of these coins, guys. Alright, so Moo Coin, last time we looked at it, I was saying that my buy zone, shout out to Singularity XX, Zeta, alright, we'll check out Zeta, thank you for the super chat. Alright. Alright, last time we took a look at it, we were looking at a buy zone to potentially be coming in around here. And as you can see, we are in the buy zone right now. So, I would say, look, I would be interested in building a position on this coin around this zone. We are starting to see now some slight bullish divs. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour actually looks pretty crappy, I'll be honest with you. The 4 hour, we don't have enough data yet. 1 hour, not so great. The 45 minute, also not so great. Yeah, so I would move the buy zone down to here. High volume node down to the low of the range. Because, again, we don't have much data for this coin right now. We have no data for it. It just listed. And so, we can't look for areas of support and resistance. All we have is a few hours of data going back 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So, for me, this is now like, you know, we were looking at this zone here saying this is a support zone. You know, this is another support zone. If we're going to be DCAing in, this now is our next area. Now, again, I don't know much about the coin in the sense that I don't know about its fundamentals. I don't even know about the technicals. Because how can I? There's nothing on the chart here. And I'm not a fundamental guy. But all I would say is this. Choppy price action, low liquidity, looks like garbage. If this thing is going to pump, all we have right now is the low of the range and the high of the range. Which means if you are bullish on this coin, you don't want to be buying it above this level. Definitely not. Right? You could say, as long as I'm buying it within this fair value zone, this is a fair value. And if it's going to be pumping, then I know that I bought at a fair value. So right now, we have come down inside the fair value zone again. And we are at the high volume node, which is the fairest of fair value right now. And then we're looking down toward the low of this fair value zone, which is anywhere below this is actually at a discount. So there's not much TA to do on this, but look, all I can say is what I say to every altcoin that I personally buy that I don't have much detail on, which is this. If you're bullish on it, with the data that we have right now, build a position, and then if this thing is going to pump, if you bought in that zone, right around here, right? I mean, this could be an easy 10x, right? It could be an easy 10x buying in this zone here. You know? Or more. Like, let's say it pumps more than that. Let's say it's one of those coins that does a 10,000%, which we see happen. I don't know. But, you know, my philosophy when it comes to these types of meme coins also is, let's say you have $1,000 set aside for speculative meme coins or altcoins, you know, $1,000, and you're comfortable losing the $1,000. You split that up amongst 10 coins, and you know, you put $100 in each coin. If one of those does like a 10,000%, you know, that's a 100x. If one of them does a 100x, you're in massive profits, and the rest go to zero. You're in massive profits. If one of them does a 10x and the rest go to zero, you're at break even. Okay, so that's my philosophy. That's my strategy for these altcoins. If you have a more in-depth strategy, if you sit there and you do research and you take all your money and put into this one coin or these two coins that you're just great. That's great because that can work for some people, but that's not how I do it. I'm primarily a trader. I'm a technical guy. I don't have the time to research the fundamentals. I don't care, because here's the thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not saying I'm going to have the best way, but for me, it's a way that's worked for me since 2017. And so I'm going to keep doing what works for me. All right? I'm not going to try and change right now and ruin something I got going. So that's my whole strategy philosophy. So if you're looking for something different than that, you know, there's other channels that are a little bit more, you know, focused on that kind of stuff, the fundamental stuff. All right, let's check out Zeta. Zeta USDT. Zeta chain. Oh, wow. Okay, so I say this is looking good here in the sense that, you know, we're dipping right down into our zone that we had going all the way back to around the end of February. And this is actually a really nice higher low. Let's go to our daily time frame right now. Let's remove all this stuff. Daily looks nice as well. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour looks nice. Bullish divergences on the 4 hour. Yeah, so look, we're holding this very key support. This is the high volume node right here. Basically, for me, the buy zone was taking out this low here, coming down to the golden pocket and the high volume node of the range. That's pretty much where we have wicked down to. We did get our first bounce from there. We made a lower high, but now we're actually coming down and making a, let's check it out. Because if that's a double bottom or a higher low, let me check it out. Let's zoom in here. This is on MEXC. All right, made a slightly higher low. I don't like that. I don't like that. Some people like double bottoms, but to me, double bottoms open up the door for a liquidity grab. So look, as far as building a position on spot goes, I'd say that there's absolutely nothing wrong with adding to a spot position in the zone that we've marked out, right? Because it's support. But I would say this, if I came to this chart right now, without any of this historical analysis, understanding that we have just made a double bottom here, I would say this. I would say if I was looking to build a position on Zeta right now, I would buy some now. I would absolutely buy some now. But I would also be very interested in what would happen if we took out this double bottom, because we know that people have put their stop losses under here and now again under here, which means there's a lot of liquidity that can be taken. So a stop hunt, that would be very intriguing to me. That would be very, very intriguing to me, a stop hunt. If we get another drive to the downside. And here's the thing, another drive to the downside would also give us the potential to form an inverted head and shoulder pattern, which would be very bullish. So, you know, depending on how you like to get into positions, if I was come to this chart, I would say let me put a little bit in now, keep a lot on the sides. I would love a move down below these lows to add more. And then if I see that we actually are getting another bounce from here, this historic level of support after taking that low, then I would put in even more right here. And that's how I would build my position. I basically, a little bit here, more here, and then a little more here, if I see what I want to see happening, right? That way I'm not just FOMOing in right here. I have a little bit more confirmation. You know, we could say we did dip down to a key zone of support, a potential double bottom. So for me, that's a buy. But then understanding that we have a double bottom here, begging for a liquidity grab, and also extrapolating into the future, potentially a inverted head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, this could be nice. Also, the 786, guys, is a historic support resistance flip going back to February. Let's check out Chainlink. USDT Chainlink on MEXC, baby. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's see who we got in the chat right now. All right, Crypto King is adding to his shorts. Adding to your shorts now, bro? All right. I don't know. I would never add to my shorts now. Can we check FTM? Yeah, we're going to check FTM. Shout out to my man, DemAsJ. Shout out to Falik. Shout out to Misha Studio. He says Bitcoin to 12K, guys. All right, I mean, anything's possible, all right? Anything's possible. Guys, I'll be right back, all right? I'll be right back. You know, drink a large coffee, pee an extra large coffee. I got to pee an extra large coffee, all right? Watch the chart. We'll be right back, and then we'll get into our analysis. Make sure to like the stream. All right, we are back, yo. We are back. All right, so let's check out Chainlink. Chainlink, guys, looking pretty juicy. All right. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Man, I'm very bullish on Chainlink. I hold a large bag of Chainlink. One of the reasons why I'm so bullish on Chainlink is because, well, the World Economic Forum loves Chainlink because it could link together all the blockchains so that they could know everything about you, everything. You know, and who doesn't want that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's take a look here. All right, yeah, so we are coming down now to the value area high. Let's go to a different exchange here. Let's check it out on Binance. All right. Now, really, this in a perfect world, guys, in a perfect world, Chainlink for me, a $10 Chainlink, $10 to $12 is a gift. And the reason why is because, well, we're printing a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame for Chainlink, a bear div on the weekly, which could give us a more significant pullback, right, to say the least. And I also think that it would allow us to take out these lows, right? We had these lows that we made here back in January, you know, after Bitcoin also made its low. Support resistance flip. This is a gift. If we can get Chainlink $12, I'm buying, all right? I'm buying Chainlink at 12 bucks. Support resistance going all the way back literally to August 2020, right? So this is like a dream come true opportunity right here. You know, if this happens, guys, don't sleep on it because, you know, if this happens, we're talking at least 350, but I'd say, you know, we'll probably see Chainlink close to $100. So we're looking at maybe, you know, an 8 to 10x here if we get that move down, in my opinion. In my opinion, you know, what do I know? Don't know anything, all right? Not financial advice, but let's take a look at some more local opportunities here. This is the macro golden pocket retest. More locally for Chainlink, let's say that Bitcoin doesn't dump and we keep on pumping, right? More locally, we've got ourselves the golden pocket in the high volume node at $15, right? So 15 bucks, if we're looking to build a position on Chainlink, 15 bucks is going to be really beautiful. And then, you know, around, let's say $11.50, it's going to be really, really nice. I would be very interested in building a spot position on Chainlink in this zone here, because that is now giving us the big break, right? When we look at the two white lines, when we look at this box, it's very clear that this was resistance and support and support. And so it's a breakout and a retest. And then we continue on with the uptrend, right? Other than that, I'm not interested in buying Chainlink right now. And just like with Bitcoin, you know, we want to see Market Cypher B giving us a nice big bottom on the daily. All right, nice big bottom on the daily. All right, let's check out SEI. Let's check out SEI. SEI. All right, so we haven't looked at SEI in a while, but you know, look at this, guys. Look at this. All right, look at this. This is crazy, right? Looking for a bounce from the golden pocket. We get a bounce from the golden pocket. Looking for the 786 value area low of the range. That's literally where we got the bounce from. Bam. And now we have made a higher high. And let's do analysis fresh on this, because this is looking pretty interesting. It's looking very interesting right now. Man, that looks nice. I have to be honest with you. That looks like a beautiful bounce that we're getting right now. Man, that looks nice. Let's go to the 4 hour. Alright, so I'll be honest with you guys. The next area I'd be interested in for SEI is simply just going to be coming down to this lower trend line here with the Fibonacci golden pocket. And, you know, if we do that, we will probably be getting some pretty bullish divergences on the 4 hour time frame. This is a nice zone of support. Literally, where we're bouncing from right now is the value area low plus the golden pocket, plus we just took the liquidity of this lower range here. And honestly, you could even say right now that we've got something like this that's about to break out. That's very valid. So I'm not taking away from that idea or that setup. I'm just saying, for me, it makes more sense to come down to the lower trend line, which is also a golden pocket retest, which would just give us a little bit of a nicer looking 4 hour, and it also would allow the daily time frame to start to give us a nice looking bottom as well. If the daily makes a wave like this here, where we see the momentum getting higher as we come down to this zone, to me that's showing that the money flow is finding support on the 0 line, right? We can use the money flow to predict the momentum waves, but also on the higher term time frames, and in a very strong trend, the momentum waves will predict the money flow, because, you know, oftentimes in a very strong trend, when the money flow dips into the purple, it means it's going to make another wave into the blue, right? Something like this. And that actually acts as our support. So if we see the momentum wave bottoming out higher than this momentum wave, that's showing us momentum is turning up as money flow is hitting into a zone of support. So that's kind of what I would be most interested in on this thing right now. Let's pull another fib from the low to the high. Wow. Yeah, so look, if that doesn't play out, then a very good opportunity, in my opinion. Like, very, very, very nice potential buy on this thing for me, right? For me, is going to be basically coming down to the 50-cent zone. Take out all the lows from here, all of them, and bounce from the golden pocket slash, we've got a daily order block slash 786, and basically get a fake out. And in that instance, you know, also same deal. We want to see the daily bottoming out in the 4 hour, giving us bullish divergences on SEI. So there's three major buy opportunities I see. Obviously, the lower we go, the juicier. We're potentially right now playing out a inverted head and shoulders, but I'm not very confident in it based on what I see here. I'd rather wait until we come down to a little bit lower, right? This golden pocket around here to tap into the trend line. But really, an amazing opportunity, in my opinion, would be coming back down to the 50-cent zone. Like, that's a really, really nice opportunity right there. All right, let's see what else we got. Bonk. Check out Bonk. All right, so Bonk, we were looking for a retest, and that did not happen, all right? That did not happen. But what we are doing right now is we are coming down into the zone between the Fibonacci golden pocket and the 786. So for me, this is actually an area that I'd be interested in potentially buying here. Or what I would wait for is a sign of strength and seeing that we're back above this line and say, wow, that's a really strong looking retest. And this is the Fibonacci pull from the low to the high. All right. Now look, are we going to get a big pullback? I don't know, but you know, obviously the deeper of a pullback, the juicier it is. The high volume node of this range here is, for me, like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a buy, like absolutely 100%. If we can come back down to 1370, that's just a no-brainer. So if I was going to be building a position on Bonk, I would split my capital up in this zone we're in right now and say, this is bullish. We're looking for the bullish trend to continue, right? So we made a higher high, we're looking for a higher low, and then another higher high. That's how I would do it on a spot play. But yeah, I'm not buying any Bonk right now. If I was going to be buying any of these coins right now, I would do it live for you guys on the stream. I'm not going to be buying any. If I see something that's just irresistible, I will buy it. All right, I will buy it right on stream. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys very, very much. You guys are the best. Let me shout some people out here. All right, shout out to ID for the super chat. Dogecoin. Yeah, we can take a look at Doge as well. Man, for some reason my streaming software is not showing me the super chats. I want to make sure I see the super chats in here. All right. All right, shout out to Drumhop for the $5 super chat. God bless you, man. Shout out to Arctic Fox. All right, shout out to iBird XRD. Do we have XRD on the list? No, we got to put XRD on the list. And a huge shout out to Complex, who says, yo, Jay, what is your treadmill? My treadmill? This is my treadmill right here, my friend. Let's check it out. Let's check out the tread. Check the tread. All right, this is my setup right here, okay? And the treadmill is the LSRZ Sport. All right, from Amazon. It used to be really cheap, but they've raised the prices, I think, because people started buying a lot of them. They're like, oh, it's in high demand over here. You know? You know? All right. What do I think of LimeWire chart? LimeWire, that takes me back. That takes me back. You know, you stay up all night to download a song, and it turns out not to even be that song. You know what I'm saying? Huge shout out to ID Doge and Martin Harst. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I really appreciate you all. God bless you all. All right, shout out to Ja Field. Shout out to 19 Imperial. Shout out to Dane Joe XNO. I don't know if we'll have time to get to XNO today, but perhaps we'll have to see. Shout out to Ala Barbash, who says, could you take a look at Mover and Sand? They didn't really move at all. Interesting. Very interesting. Sure, we can take a look at Mover and Sand. If we have time, guys. All right. Shout out to Cryptopia, who says, morning, y'all. Are we going to 30K Bitcoin before a huge pump? Well, NEI first. First, we got to look at 52K. You know, really, first we got to look at 58, then 52. And then we could, you know, we got to take it level to level, my friend. You know, we got to take it level to level. Remember, God's love, Mrs. LimeWire. You know, here's the thing about LimeWire. Yeah, when music was good, that's true. Here's the thing about LimeWire, you know. there was an element of, you know, there's something that we've lost nowadays, which is like we get instant gratification for everything. Like any song you want to hear, boom, you can hear it for free, right away, in perfect quality. Man, back in the day, you had to wait there with the radio on, with your tape ready to record the tape, or you had to download it on LimeWire and burn it to a CD. And man, you know, you'd hear a song on the radio, like, what's the name of that? You don't even know the name of the song. You don't even know the artist, right? And then you listen, it comes on again, you're like, oh, what's the DJ gonna say? Is the DJ even gonna tell me what song this is? Sometimes they don't, right? Then you find out, you're like, oh, now I know. Go on LimeWire, you search for it. You know, you got your 56K dial-up modem. And you gotta wait all night for that thing to download, and then when it does download, it's not even the song, it's some other artist who's trying to get his music out there. You know? But yeah, then when you finally got the song, it was like, it was so good. It was so good. It's like delayed gratification. There's something so good about delayed gratification. It's like when you're really thirsty and you finally get to drink that water. Or when you're really hungry, you finally get to eat that egg fresh from the chicken coop. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Let's take a look at XRD. Radix. Yeah, I mean, I'd say this for Radix, guys. I mean, I would still love to see a retest of this key zone. Right? We got the breakout. Let's see if we can't get a retest of it. I mean, it looks really bullish on the weekly. I'll be honest with you. It looks really, really bullish. It doesn't really look like she wants to give us much of a pullback here. Even the daily is looking very bullish. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm feeling good about this one. Let's see. Yeah, if we could just come back down just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. I would be very interested. You know, get another 20% pullback. Then we're looking at, you know, 250% gains. Yeah, it's looking good. I say it's looking good. It looks really bullish right now. We might not get that pullback. Look at the weekly. The weekly has more room. The weekly has much more room here. Look at that wave. It's not even close. And look at the daily money flow. You know, I'm not trying to cause any FOMO here, but you know, we might not get the pullback. Is what I'm trying to say, based on this market cipher. But if we do, I'll be scooping some up there on Radix. All right, let's take a look at FTM. Let's take a look at FTM. Phantom. Alright, so look, Phantom has broken out. And I'd say that we have this thing going for us. You know? Pretty nice support resistance flip. And we've gotten a breakout and a retest, depending on how you want to look at this too. I mean, look at that. Breakout and retest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful FTM. Been a 500% move to the upside so far. And let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and pull our fib low to high. I mean, you know, unfortunately, I don't really necessarily see a I don't see a good buy opportunity right here for Phantom. We've come too far. We're too high. We're too overextended. We could pump, yeah, we could. For me, I don't see a buy opportunity here. The only thing I see here is waiting for the following scenarios. Either this, where we hit into resistance and get a pullback into the Fibonacci golden pocket locally, like this, right? So hear me out. We have resistance here at around $1, and then we come back down to our zone of historical support and resistance flip at around, you know, $0.50 to 60 cents. That's one opportunity I see. Okay, this is hypothetical because it's based on data we do not have yet, but I feel like it's probable. Or second opportunity is a break and a retest of support, because a break and a retest of this resistance here is going to put us back into our old range, where we can now look for the range high. something like this, which is now going to give us a move up to another 160% move. So I would rather obviously see a pullback here. I'd rather see a pullback down into this zone around the 50-60 cent zone, because then we could say now we could shoot for a 500% gain instead of a 160% gain. But those are really the two opportunities that I see. Either a big pullback and then the bounce from the support resistance flip here, or wait for a breakout and a retest. But personally, if you're not already in Phantom, well, you do what you want. But for me, I'm not interested in buying it here. I'm not interested in buying it here. All right, let's check out AVAX. Let's check out AVAX. All right, good old Avalanche. All right, well, let's see what has happened here, man. That looks good. So, man, AVAX, just in my opinion, did get a breakout and a retest of a key support resistance flip. So for AVAX, I mean, I usually don't say to buy high, but we have just seen a breakout and a retest holding above this level. Which is bullish, right? I mean, look at this. So now we have been holding above this level now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, over a week. We've been holding above this very key level of resistance. Let's check out the weekly. More room for the upside on the weekly. Daily money flow actually looks pretty good here. Check out our 4 hour. 4 hour even looks good here, guys. Let's check out our 1 hour. 1 hour looks good. We're even printing hidden bullish divergences on the 1 hour. Bullish divergences on the 24-minute. Yeah, I think that AVAX looks good here. I'm personally not interested in a buy here. I just can't bring myself to buy so high. But objectively speaking, this is one of the scenarios we were looking for. I would prefer to see a little bit more of something like this, but holding above the level for a week is objectively speaking bullish, and things look bullish. So I would have a target right now on AVAX for the highs of this bull market range. So we're talking about another 100% move to the upside, about $110. Yeah, we're looking at about a $50 pump on AVAX, in my opinion, based on this chart. All right, let's take a look at ARB. Oh man, ARB getting a bounce right from our box, baby. ARB getting a bounce from the box. ARB looking like she's potentially getting a bottom out here. Oof, but 4 hour money flow looking bad. Man, look at that though. This is our box here, guys. Yeah, so I would say, like, for me on ARB, this is my buy zone. This is my buy zone right here. So we dipped right into it. The reason why this is my buy zone is because if we're going to continue in the uptrend, this is major support. So anywhere within the green box for me, between $1.15 and $1.30-ish, $1.40, I guess. That's where I'd be interested in getting in on this thing. On this thing. All right, we got about 5 minutes until the New York Stock Exchange opens. Let's check out Mirror Protocol. All right, Mirror Protocol, guys. We are coming down into... What the heck is this? I don't think this is real. I don't think that's real. All right, hang on. Let's do some fresh analysis on this. All right, weekly's giving us a red dot. Money flow curving up. This means we are looking on Mirror Protocol for a move to the upside. And if I'm not mistaken, we did buy some Mirror actually on stream just recently. So yeah, let's kind of see here. Yeah, I would say this for Mirror Protocol. We're coming down now to the golden pocket. Yeah, I mean, look, I would say that this is, for me, is a zone to be buying on, to be buying this green box. dipping down to the golden pocket 786 zone. It's going to be a really important support resistance flip. Right, we can take it back to here. We formed a little base. We lost the base. We break out. We come back to retest the base. Based on the money flow on the weekly, she's looking good. So what do we want to see? We want to see the weekly do this. We want to see the daily give us a nice bottom, which it looks like she might soon. Money flow getting thicker. So yeah, I'd say mirror is actually looking pretty good. We've gotten a nice pullback here, and a little bit lower for me. I would actually buy some more of this stuff. I would buy a little more of this stuff if we dip down a little bit lower. None of this is financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, right? Just a Pikachu hat wearing kind of guy, dirty plunger on the face, all right? So definitely not a financial advisor. This is definitely not financial advice. All right, let's check out GFT. Interesting. Okay, so this thing is very interesting. We are getting a nice kind of a symmetrical triangle, an ugly one here. Let's check out the weekly. No data. Let's check out the daily. Money flow getting thicker. Let's check out our 4 hour. Alright, so I would say this, guys. I mean, I don't know anything about GFT. Alright, we've only been here since September 22nd, Friday. But I don't know anything about this thing fundamentally. But the only thing I know is that we are in a bull market, and this is forming a symmetrical triangle, which basically means buying in this area. The probabilities are in your favor that we will break out. And if this pumps, let's just set a target based on this, all right? This is all we have. But based on this, we're looking at a 200% gain, at least. Okay? I can't give you any kind of fundamental analysis. I don't know what GFT is. But look, I've already gone through my altcoin strategy and what I look for, so, take that for what it is, guys. Take it for what it is. For what it is, okay? Alright, let's check out Gala. Gala. Alright, New York is open. Gala USDT, baby. Gala coming right down to my box, actually. Yeah, you know what? Gala's getting a move into the box. I'm gonna buy a little bit of Gala right now. I'm gonna buy a little bit more Gala right now. Hang on. Let's check out Bitcoin on a lower time frame here. New York has just opened. Alright, New York is just open and Bitcoin is rejecting from a key level 63,840. This is a very key level, guys. If Bitcoin cannot reclaim 63,840, we're definitely going to see lower prices here. Alright, this is a very, very key level that Bitcoin needs to reclaim right now as New York opens here. Alright, hey, New York, what's going on? We got a coffee here. We got our bagels over here. We're drinking from our Dunkin' Donuts over here. Alright, in New York, we got the waitress at the diner coming out with your coffee. Hey, Dolores, get over here. Alright, New York is about to open here. It just opened right now. Good old New York. And, alright, so Bitcoin needs to hold the level here. Alright, let's see what happens. I do want to take a quick look quickly at the order flow here. All right, I'm gonna take a look at what's happening on coinlines.net real quick before we take a look at Gala. All right, coinlines.net, decrease of OI. Decrease of OI here. This is the half-hour chart. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. All right. Yeah, decrease of OI. This move to the upside so far, like this little bounce we've been getting, is a weak bounce. It's a weak bounce. We've seen traders closing out, basically. Traders closing out, essentially. All right, yeah, so let's take a look here. I do want to buy some Gala right now. Gonna add a little Gala. Get a little Gala. All right, just bought me a little bit of Gala. Well, golly. Well, golly. It just got me a little bit of Gala. All right. All right, my long trades, guys, closed out. Closed out. Man, look at that. Stop loss hit. But it's all good because I literally, all of these trades are wins. Win, 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 win. Win, win, win. And then, of course, stop loss hit. So I gave back some of my profits. But overall, guys, we're up about a whole Bitcoin on these longs that we have been trading over here on ZoomX. And same with my other trades, guys. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, I hit the stop loss, but then we're literally just raking in the juiciest gains. You know, I had another stop loss hit here, but you know, 10K, 12, 14, 16, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Made about 30K on the trade, and then stop loss hit. So all in all, about 27,500, give or take. So I'm not sad about the longs getting closed out, guys. All right, let's see now. Yeah, so I just got some Gala. Bitcoin is rejecting from a key level here as New York is opening. All right. All right, huge shout out to my super chats, by the way. All right, we got my man Lauren. We look at Solana. We did look at Solana already, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. My guess at the all-time high. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a $1,000 Solana. But let's say 500. All right. Well, I wouldn't 500 to 1,000. All right. ADA, says Matt. We might be able to take a look at ADA. GRT. Shout out to Matt and Ibert and Lauren for you guys super chats. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. All right, let's take a look at Matic. Yeah, I'm gonna be buying dips on Gala here. I like Gala. I like me some Gala. All right, Bitcoin's starting to get a little pump here, guys. All right, now I would say this: the reason why Bitcoin is pumping. The reason why we're finding support here, because there's always a reason why we would find support, is because we took out this low at 62,796, and then we closed the candle above. So that is called a CDW, all right, a chickens drinking water pattern. So you could see that we took out the low, and then we closed the candle above, bullish engulfing on the 15-minute. That is you know, we even closed a nice candle on the 5-minute. Let's see if we can't get the 5-minute chart here. You guys see how this happens here? Right? we lose that key level, and then we close a bullish engulfing candle here on the 5-minute time frame above the level, that's a nice sign that we're going to get a little bit of a move to the upside here. All right. Let's go back to our daily chart. Man. Now, if we do hit my $52,000 target, epic, 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 epic. All right. What are we looking at now? We're looking at Matic. All right, Matic has broken out, and we're waiting for a retest of the trend line. Let me put on the chart so you guys can see. Shout out to Divine Hood, only a mid-cycle correction, not the top of the bull market. Absolutely. Shout out to Dave Digital. He says Divine Hood is your profile picture a knee play. Knee play. A knee play. What's your TP from the trade? Well, it's mostly like a hedge, man. So I'm gonna play it by ear on the short trade. It's mostly a hedge. I mean, I had, when I opened up that trade, I had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of long trades, which are all now closed. And I have a massive spot portfolio on Bitcoin. So yeah, coming back down, Matic. Let's remove all this stuff, right? Let's remove everything. We've got ourselves the breakout of the trend line. And technically, we're back testing it now. So, you know what? I have to say that this, objectively speaking, is a... If I was going to be DCAing into Matic, I would start right now. I would start right now. I would start right now. You know, Bitcoin potentially giving us more downside. That's okay. I would start now, and I would be looking to add more right here. If we get to move back into the triangle between 66 and 76 cents. So if I had, you know, capital I was putting into Matic, I would put some in right here on this back test. I would put some if we came down here and some if we came down a bit lower. And then overall, we're looking at this. Our first target is going to be the high. So that's a 230% gain from where we're at right now, and then I would target a new high. I mean, I think $5 is conservative, right? $5, that's almost a 500% gain. And let's do a moon bag to $10, that's 1,000%. You know, obviously $5 is going to be a major area to take profits in my book. I do hold a lot of Matic on spot, to be honest with you, which I got in November 2022. So I'm literally at my entry right now. I'm literally at my entry right here. Okay. So I technically have bought Matic right now. All right. Huge shout to whoever asked for Fetch AI. Let's take a look at Fetch AI. Fetch USDT. All right. So we've gotten the break of the inverted head and shoulder. Look, our target for Fetch AI is going to be $6.10 based on the introverted head and shoulder. You know, we're looking for potentially right now on this thing a back test of our golden pocket 786, which is also the horizontal support resistance flip of this last high. So for me, major buy zone on Fetch AI is going to be around $1 to $1.35, $1.40. This is going to be a buy zone for me on Fetch AI. So yeah, I wouldn't buy here. That's just I feel like I missed the boat. I'm happy with missing the boat. I'd rather wait for a better opportunity here. All right, let's take a look at Sand, because Sand has not gotten much move since the start of the bull. Check out the weekly on Sand. Nice. I like Sand right now. It's gotten a breakout and a retest and a higher high. weekly, it looks like it's about to be really bullish here. I would say the green dot in the daily is the go signal, because the weekly is about to cross the money flow. So once that daily bottoms out and we get this money flow cross on sand, she's gonna pump, man. She's gonna come up to here. She's gonna come up to $3. So the daily green dot for me, that's gonna give us a almost 400% gain on sand. It looks nice. It looks nice. It looks pretty nice. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get some sand right now. Just a little bit. Oh, it looks like I can't buy sand on MEXC. Yeah, I can't buy sand on MEXC. Well, forget that then. MEXC is the place where I get my alts. Alright. Alright, well, let's check out Mover. MOVR. I already hold Mover. I bought it on stream a while ago. Yeah, wow. So we've gotten the break. And potentially also the break and the retest here. I actually bought some Mover back in December 27th, right? Maybe that's not true. Did I buy Mover? Maybe I bought the top. I actually don't remember. Let me see. Did I buy the top of Mover? Let me check. Moon River. Yeah, I did buy Moon River. Let me see something. Is there a way to see when I bought this thing? All right, I did. I'm down 28% on Mover, guys. I'm down 28% on Mover. So, yeah, wow. I'm down 28% on Mover right now. So yeah, I did buy the top. All right, let's check this thing out. Let's check this thing out. All right, bought the top, guys. Bought the top on Mover. Coming down to the Fibonacci Golden Pocket zone. Let's pull some volume here. Man, I bought the top, but I don't know why I bought the top. I must have seen something, huh? Oh, I was looking at the weekly money flow crossing. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, weekly money flow about to cross. So look, once that weekly money flow crosses, it's gonna be juicy. All right. Let's see. On the daily, let's see on the daily. Where would I look for an entry point on this? I would say here, guys. Right around. Right around the value area high. I mean, honestly, if we take out this low, I would get some more because we're coming into the value area high of the range. Once that weekly money flow crosses, it's gonna pump. All right, Mover's gonna pump once that weekly money flow gives us the nice cross of the 0 line. In fact, it's technically it's flirting with the cross right now, so it's getting real close here. It's getting real close. All right. Alrighty. All right, Bitcoin getting a bit of a dumperoni and queso again upon New York Open. We are up right now $42,900 on the short, the Bitcoin short. Now yesterday, guys, if you guys remember, yesterday I had the loss that I took on stream here when I longed Bitcoin. But then we did come down for a CDW to CDW, and I actually was able to get in the trade again and redeem myself and make back the loss plus another 800. So other than that, guys, I'm just patiently waiting here, you know. And guys, I do have to head out, so I apologize for the super chats that have not gotten answered. But I have to go somewhere today, a very far journey. But I do pray everybody is very blessed in Jesus' name, in Yeshua's name, even if you're not religious. I don't take myself seriously at all, but I do take my walk with the Lord very seriously, because only in Jesus do I have eternal purpose and meaning in life. The fact that even though man is in a fallen, sinful state, but God himself took on flesh to die for our sins, and then he rose again. So if we repent and put our faith in him, he will fill us with his Holy Spirit to fundamentally change us so that we become new creations, and we also have the hope of a physical bodily resurrection with an eternal purpose. Not just an eternal existence where we exist with a purpose, something that we're actually designed to do. What an amazing thing. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.